Welcome to the Old Man Merc Fan channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of the XTOOL. This is a entry-level diagnostic tool for DIYers mainly. We sell other tools for garages, but this is the guy for the people that just want to know what the faults are and delete them. It comes in this little neat box. We sell these on our website. I'll put a link in the description. So as it comes in, you have some quick start guide and some, I'm guessing, what the contents are. You have this tool and power it on. For me, the screen is small, but it doesn't matter because all you're trying to do is get some fault codes and possibly delete them. I'm going to try and put this machine through its paces and see exactly what it is good at. Right, so now we're going to start so when you start it for the first time, come up, select the language. We select in English. I'm going to go for trial. I'm just waiting for it to load. Initializing data, please wait. So, it says, thank you for using this device. You are now in the initial mode. You got 6 remaining trials. Okay. And it gives you this interface. Now, what I've got on, I'm going to plug it into the oldest vehicle there, which is a Ford Fiesta 2009-2010, and I'm going to plug into this Mercedes 2017-18, and I'm also going to plug into a Range Rover Evoque just here, which is from 2012-13. In the box, it comes with USB cable, charger with different heads for different parts of the world. I'm guessing this is European and British. Yep, we've got European and British connection there. The USB, this will be also connected to a computer you can update, but I don't think so. You can update it directly from the device. And you get the OBD cable, the all important OBD cable. So let's start with the Fiesta. Pause it. Okay, so we're in the Fiesta, ignition's on, the OBD is connected. This car was loaned to us by a car dealer. Right, so we have special functions, a report, I guess that'll be the diagnostics report, remote control, that's I'm guessing for XTOOL to take over the machine to find out if they've got any issues, for tech support, updates, settings, and then more. We'll have a look. Let's see if it can auto identify this vehicle. I've pressed on auto scan. It seems to have found something, so it says it's scanning. Most diagnostic tools take about 100 seconds or 120 seconds to scan the vehicle, so I'm guessing this is why it's taking so long, because it's gone into scanning. It was searching and now it's gone to scanning, so it might be reading the vehicle modules. VIN code is not recognized after all that. Okay, so we'll go back and I'm going to look for the vehicle. These are all Asian makes so far. European at the top. Now we've got European vehicles. Ford EU, which is what this is. Let's try automatic detection, see if it finds it. Oh, it's found it. So model years, it's 2008. It's incorrect. Capacity is 1.2 litre. That's fine. I mean, it's a 2009, 2010, but it's reading it's 2008. Let's see. So automatic scan, let's see what that comes up with. They seem to have read it fairly quickly. And it's scanning heated and ventilation system. There's found some faults with the control display interface, three faults. It's read the BCM, the RCM, ABS. It's pretty much read all the, it's pretty quick. I do know that the time and date is incorrect on this. Let's see what it talks about. Read that. So front control display interface module, standard configuration module, assembly 1, okay. Read codes. So it's saying communication with body control modules lost at some point. Lost communication with the instrument cluster, and communication with the digital audio is done. It's got a fault. It gives you then a report. This is impressive. For a cheap machine, this is really impressive. So let's go exit, go back, clear codes, yes. It will be lost, okay. So it says it's now successfully deleted it. It also gives you live data on these things, okay. Let's go back. Actuation test, really? Wow, I can actuate all these things. Okay, I mean it is an old car, however it's a Ford. Fords are not. So front control display interface module reset. Okay, alright. So if we go to, let's say, engine. Now we know the engine doesn't have any issues. Let's see what special functions we get with engine. Reset learn values for the PCM. Oil 0 manually, results mode 6, onboard testing, and vehicle information. Okay. What else? Let's have a look. On the BCM, press on diagnose. Actuation test, live data, clear trouble codes. Let's have a look at actuation. Daytime running lives, door locks, etc., etc. Okay. So, needless to say, I am really impressed for the speed of this, and how in depth it is for a scanner that is less than £300. Okay, do you want to exit test? Yes. I'm going to go back again. Okay, that. Yeah. So let's try the Jaguar Land Rover vehicle, which is an Evoque, and they are a problematic car to talk to the ABS modules. You have problems talking to the ABS modules. You have issues talking to suspension settings, transmission, transfer box. All these things are highly advanced functions. Let's see if this machine covers it. I'm impressed initially with this old vehicle, this 2008 according to this, but it's a 2009 2010 vehicle. It's doing really well. Let's try it on the Evoque. It's all plugged in, and I'm going to try to do an auto scan. So it says connecting. Wait for communication to be established. That it didn't do that with the Ford. Oh, it's found it. So auto found it. It is correct. It's Land Rover L538. Okay. It's now established communication with the vehicle. Let's see automatic scan. There is quite a few faults on this vehicle. I'm guessing these faults are stored. And let's see what it brings up. That is really impressive. It's side object detection module, steering angle sensor, has a problem with the passenger door, which it does. The lock is intermittent. And then we've got, there's a lot of modules. There's 24 modules this vehicle has. That is, well, 24 modules, and we've got all-terrain control module, passenger door, that's the first issue, so let's have a look at that. Read the trouble code. What's it saying? Passenger door central lock-in motor intermittent, and that's 100% correct. Clear this code. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right, so that's now cleared it. I'm going to go back to the top. Gearshift module. Let's see what the problem is there. I don't know if there's any problems with the gearshift module. It's all historic. Lost communication with the transmission control module. Invalid data received from body control module. Invalid data, etc., etc. Clear it all. Yes. Okay. So now that's also is now cleared. It will give me live data and clear fault. It wouldn't do any coding or anything like that. Brake, park module. So stop. Okay, so I've now cleared all the faults, and I'm just going to go quickly have a look at certain things. Braking, gear shift module, clear data, etc. Rear differential control module, and steering angle sensor, passenger door module. So let's have a look at this. No trouble codes, ECU information. It gives you what active network it's on, ECU, serial number and hardware number, software and hardware. And then you also can get live data from that, which is brake input and steering angle sensor, trailer, pump readout. I am actually really impressed with the level of cover and capability of this machine. This is all live data from the rear differential control. Configure parameters, 8th parameters, invalid values, etc. Obviously because the car is not running. So there are 61 parameters that we can keep an eye on. Right. And if we go back out, do you want to exit? Yes. We can select individually instead of automatic scan. We can look at each individual ABS module. Now most diagnostic tools at this kind of price will not go into the ABS module. Brilliant. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a look at special functions, see what we can do here. Instrument cluster, agreed. Instrument cluster. Just trying to establish communication with the instrument cluster. And instrument cluster for Land Rover. we have Evoque. It's 2011 onwards. Don't start engine, that's already in. I'm guessing this is mileage correction, so if you replace the instrument cluster with a second-hand one, you can input the correct mileage. That's if it does it, because I don't really know if it does it or not. It just says it's communicating. Let's see what functions it allows with us. That's impressive. So it says it's connected. XTOOL have always had ignition is on. Okay. Right, so mileage adjustment. Before programming mileage adjust, please perform a backup of the EEPROM. Okay. It's reading the mileage currently. That is impressive. So it's in kilometers and it's 99 something miles. I'm not going to obviously adjust it. So the data is read from the EEPROMs. EEPROM backup successful. The file is saved in the memory card. Data user, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Right. So that's one special function. Let's see what other special function it can do. Instrument cluster power balance. That's interesting. Seat match. TPM reset. Particulate filter. So regen, relearn EGR. That is unbelievably good. I'm so impressed by this. So Europe, we'll do the Ford in Europe, and GM and Lincoln. That's the vehicles that it will tune. Oil reset, headlight reset. That's it. Okay. Okay, so we're now in a much more modern vehicle. It's a 22 Mercedes E-Class Coupe 300. I've plugged in. Let's see if it will do auto scan. It might not find it because it's doing that scanning thing. Okay, ignition's on now. Turn that off. And turn that off. So it's device detected at diagnostic port. So the car has seen the device. The device has now seen the car. It's giving me the VIN number, telling me what it is, the chassis number. It's a 238 chassis. Okay. And it's a diesel manual transmission. No, it's an automatic transmission. 5-speed automatic. I'm guessing actually it might be a 9-speed automatic. Press OK. So now we'll press automatic scan, and it's scanning it. It's found a fault of some sort, which would probably be a stored fault, but it's fairly fast. It's no problems communicating with a very modern DOIP system, and there are a few failures that we'll investigate at the moment. We'll see. Some of these will be stored, some of them will be conflict messages. That's why it comes up as it is. So it's read all of them, and let's have a look at the engine and what it can do. It's not finished yet, still scanning. There should be around 50 modules in this vehicle. So we're up to 43. It's really impressive for a sub £300 machine to be able to do all these functions. It is really good. I've got machines that are over £1,000 that are not capable as this little tool. Lithium battery in possibly the key. Where this machine will probably be short is programming power. So it'll read the faults and delete them and give you a synopsis of what the fault is. However, it will not have the capability to program it. So we've got PTS Barkotronic system failure. Let's see what it's saying about this. Read the fault. It'll be something stored, no doubt. Yeah, it is stored. So we've got a malfunction, duration of the actuation was extended, overload protection is active. So it was left on at some point or something like that. So what we'll do is go back, clear trouble codes, yes, that's erased. So that fault is now gone. We also need to look at come up with the engine, which I'm really interested in as to what it might have found in the engine. Motor electronics, CDI, let's have a look. Read. Security module control has detected a communication error, incorrect data was received. So the key must have been pressed, two buttons were pressed or anything like this, and the ECUs is kind of taking notice. Mercedes have these ultra secure systems whereby if you press wrong buttons, it will put itself in a ready situation to shut itself completely down or not allow you access to the vehicle, etc. And then once it receives the right handshake from the key, it says, okay, this is not a theft attempt, this is just a mistake. But it's stored in the ECU, a technician will be able to see all that. Fantastic. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go over delete all these faults, and then we'll hop over to special functions, see what is available for this. So now all the faults have gone. Oh, that's a report. Let's clear all faults. Let's clear them all. Okay, so all faults are now been deleted. Fantastic. And if we go back to outside the automatic scan and go to this window, I just want to have a quick look to see what special functions are available for this vehicle. So let's say I want to do a particulate filter regen, DPF regen, and I'll go to Europe and go to Mercedes, and is it not there? Peugeot, Renault, no, Mercedes is not here. BMW is, oh no, Benz is here, it's under B, okay. So Mercedes-Benz. Automatic detection, okay, let's read it. And learning process, let's have a look. So teaching process after replacement of a component. DPF differential, so it can code the DPF filter. I'm really impressed. It is such a good tool for such a little price. Right, we need to hand this car back over, just scan across the dash. I am a Mercedes man. This is one of my favorite cars. It is a beautiful coupe, and I'm going to hand it back gratefully to the keys gratefully to Colin, my neighbour. Thank you, and say thank you, Colin. Right, we're good. Let's disconnect first, switch off the ignition. Right, so in ending this video, I'd like to say I'm really impressed by this little machine. It's supposed to be a DIY entry level, but it has some serious advanced functions. We're going to be stocking this, and the link to purchase it will be in the description. Like and subscribe, and follow us to get more reviews like this, and more I usually tend to do videos about Mercedes, but Diagnostics is my daytime job, so I'll do a tool review every now and then, especially when the tool as cheap as this comes on the market and is making big claims. I want to test those claims. And because I've actually paid for this tool myself, I'm not obliged to say anything nice about it. The screen is a little small, but that's the only gripe I have. For the price of it, the functionality is unbelievable. I plugged into a 2022 Mercedes E-Class Coupe. It read all of the modules. It did really well. I didn't expect it to do as well as it did. including give me live data and detailed analysis of what the faults are. We're a VAT registered company in the UK, and will be so all your tech support and all your kind of return to base will be here in the UK. We're just outside Derby, as opposed to if you buy this tool cheaper, slightly cheaper from China, but you'll have no backup support and no tech support from the manufacturers when things go wrong. We'll see you again.